Welcome to my little space on the internet. I'm your host, Alley Cat, and we just gonna get right into it. Meow. Hey, my blissful butterflies. Your girl is back. Oh, how I have missed you all. For the past 3 years that I have been MIA, I need to personally start off by thanking God first because I will always honor and praise Him all the days of my life. Secondly, I want to thank my loving husband, my man, okay? Yes, y'all, I's married now, and that is a good man, y'all. Baby, I love you, and you will always be the 5 to my 6. Happy 10-week anniversary, boo. Mwah. Next, I also desire to thank my producer, Mush King, who never gave up on me and searched high and low. Thank you so much, my dear. My tribe and my neighbors who have been holding me down over the past few years, and you as well. Thank you to all of my butterflies that have been holding space for me, praying for me, often thinking of me, and just standing in the gap, uplifting me when I couldn't even push or fight for myself. Thank you from the purest part of my heart and soul. I am hoping that all of you are having a great week thus far, and that nothing but peace, love, and light are ahead for you in the days to come. So talk to me. What's been going on, y'all? You already know I missed you, so I need to know what's up. And also, shout out to all the fathers from this past Sunday. Happy belated Father's Day. I'm hoping that all of you good-looking fellas enjoyed your day and that each of you were celebrated and uplifted to the highest capacity. It truly warmed my heart to see all of the pictures and tributes on my timeline. Y'all fine. And that's all I'm going to say because general reminder, I's married now. Meow. So today, Juneteenth is a bonus, baby. Yeah, that's right. It is a celebration, beloveds. And today and this entire month, better yet, all year we celebrating. We are bringing awareness to the emancipation of our ancestors who had been enslaved all those years ago. And with that being said, my topic for today is you can't sit with us. After talking to a dear friend of mine and hearing her views, it gave me an aha moment. And we both instantly knew what each other meant. You cannot sit with us today. Meaning, this is a Black folk holiday. This is the time to enjoy one another and enjoy our freedom, our culture, and I'm going to say it again, our culture, and again, all things freedom. So no, you cannot sit with us today. I'm sorry, beloved. And if you, meaning anyone other than a person of color, can't understand what I'm saying, after all that our ancestors have been through, then I truly encourage you to just walk on by. Because y'all know Alley Cat crazy. I'm a little touched. Y'all already know I'm touched. But I'm working on it. So yeah, just go ahead and walk on by. I happened to be talking to another dear friend of mine. And she basically expressed that Juneteenth represents another relevant life lesson on the importance of teaching and knowing our own history and to continue to advocate for justice. She said, and I quote, "I want my 40 acres and a mule and what my ancestors were owed and due. If they can pay the Japanese, then they can pay us." End quote. Now, I feel that and I am for it all. Run us our money. I need all my coins. I just told y'all I'm newly married. We have trips planned all year. And I need my souvenir and Buc-ee's money, okay? Shout out to Buc-ee's, by the way. And if you don't know what that is, please look it up on YouTube for me. And thank you for complying. Kiss, kiss, okay? My other boo that I was talking to hit me with some of his thoughts about Juneteenth that made me go, Shout out to the chubby man holding it down in the Queen City. Hey, boo, how you doing? He said, Juneteenth means Black independence. It's a representation of the freedom that we have, but still aren't taken advantage of. Black people are slaves to so many other things now. Juneteenth is just a yearly reminder to escape the modern day slavery. Woo, woo, child, Lord have mercy. When I read that text, I instantly started snapping my fingers and had to tell him that what he wrote blessed my entire spirit. Lord have mercy. I don't even have to say no more after that. Lastly, I was talking to my assistant claims manager, and she shared with me that she didn't know that I used to have a podcast. So I sent her my old Juneteenth episode podcast from about 3 years ago. And she told me that her mom exposed her entire family to Juneteenth at a very young age. She shared it was always a celebration for them. Every year they had to have watermelon and iced tea, and her mother taught them the real history behind it. For those that don't know, the watermelon stereotype is an anti-Black racist stereotype that started in the southern states. Now, while a lot of us love to eat watermelon, images were created of us eating it, and the images, they harshly reflected us as sloppy, childish, unclean, lazy, and just downright embarrassing. Now, my grandma never raised me to be any of those things, so how dare they? Just despicable and disrespectful. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask my assistant manager about what the iced tea meaning was, and I'm going to follow up with her when I get back to work from vacation. So honestly, I'm just going to assume positive intent because sweet tea for me means Southern hospitality. Even though my grandparents raised me early on in the Bronx, I really grew up and finished school in the country. So I know all about that Southern charm. If you are privileged enough to be even in my space, then you're going to be welcomed into my home. I'm going to serve you. I'm going to cook for you. I'm going to give you some sweet tea to drink and send you home with a bag full of goodies because I'm going to be ready to lay down after all of that. I swear I was 83 in another life, y'all. So country. Since it's Juneteenth and we are proclaiming that you can't sit with us, I wanted to leave you with just a couple of ideas so that hopefully you and your entire family could get together and spend quality time while celebrating our entire heritage. Who knows, prayerfully you might learn something or even spark up a new tradition. How about making your own tea bags and have a family tea party with glass or china teacups and maybe scones? I just think that would be so cute and classy, and just such a good experience for the kids. Another thought I had was maybe going to check out a couple of cultural pop-up events throughout the month to support local vendors. And you could even make it a competition by seeing how many Black-owned businesses you can follow on all the social media platforms. And you would get more points and win a prize within the family by sharing the business's post online. And lastly, I will always plug this in. Find and pick a cultural museum to take our babies to so that they can learn something new. I just visited the Tuskegee Airmen Airfield in Alabama while I was on vacation. And y'all, I felt like I stepped back into time. It was such an amazing experience just being surrounded, looking at all the uniforms, like the desks, like just all the cultural aspects. I'm just so grateful as an adult to even have been gone there. So let's give that experience to our babies. Let them have that feeling too. Just imagine their eyes lighting up while they're walking through, places like that, I really hope you felt my love in this episode and my thankfulness from all of you embracing me back into your space. And since I have missed you so, I want to hear from you. Tell me what Juneteenth means to you. Leave me a comment, and I would love for you to leave a review because I want to know your thoughts. And while you're at it, follow me at Lady A Real One, and also follow the network. Well, let me get out of here. I have been your host, Alley Cat, and I want to thank you so much for soaring and vibing with me, my butterflies. These are just some of the simple but yet complex things that I saw on the net. What are some of your simple complexities? I'll let you think about it. Chat next time.